Stanford NAP, but we are not affiliated with the NAP program. But we are a 3-year program. It's a cohort, so students within the program travel throughout their Finance Academy courses together. Jill actually is a member of the Hamburg Finance Academy. Our current enrollment is about 75 students. Last year was very exciting. We graduated 27 students from our first cohort that worked its way through. This year we have about 20 seniors, and we have about 20 juniors, and we have 37 sophomores. So the program really is growing at the high school. We have partnered with Meridia. They built 4 years ago when the Finance Academy began a beautiful state-of-the-art credit union in the foyer of the high school. Hopefully all of you have had an opportunity to see that. But that credit union is 100% run by Finance Academy students. Many of the students, they're trained, they're in 10th grade, their sophomore year, and they work as tellers, they serve as managers. Actually, Jill served as a manager as well. So she's a great representative on the board. And they get their internship credit through working in the credit union. So not only is it great for Finance Academy kids, but also just the general population of students within the building. It promotes a generation of savers. And then last but not least, the Career Pathways Consortium. I did want to mention that the Hamburg Finance Academy has received funding from Career Pathways, which is a program to promote CTE education within the high schools. So they have awarded the Hamburg Finance Academy for the past few years with some funding to help support our program. Regarding the courses, students have to make the decision whether they want to be a part of Finance Academy their freshman year. So they apply as freshmen. Their 10th grade year, they take a course called Banking and Credit, which is a half-a-year course. In 11th grade, they take accounting. Within their time throughout the Finance Academy, they do have to complete an internship. As I mentioned, some complete it working in the credit union. Some do it outside the building at a different financial institution. And then their senior year, they take a course in the fall called College Success Skills. And in the spring, they'll take a course called Financial Planning. So that's the coursework, and we feel we have excellent curriculum within the course, but we feel what's really unique about the Finance Academy are the experiences, the real-world experiences that are brought to the Finance Academy by the advisory board members, and we'll hear about that a little bit later in the presentation. I just did want to take a minute, while I'm up here, moment's done, to highlight the two last courses, the College Success Skills and the Financial Planning course. They are in red because they are known as advanced studies courses. And if you're not familiar with advanced studies, definitely, as school board members, I think it's really important that you understand this opportunity that we have in the schools for the kids. It's an alternative to AP for the kids to challenge themselves with the college level curriculum. It's a little different than AP, so I'm actually going to go through this slide, and every bullet is, I think, really important, so I'm going to go through them. It's an opportunity for high school students to enroll in a college course and receive college credit at a third of the cost. So we teach the course, and we offer this to everybody that's taking the course, and the students that would like to take it for college credit concurrently can do that. And we partnered with Erie Community College. So a 3-credit course at Erie Community College is about $600, and we offer the course for about $200 for our kids to take it. So it is a big cost savings. It's advanced studies course is taken during the school day and is identical to the ECC course as described in the college catalog. So every course we have has its equivalency with ECC. BEEP for Hamburg is known as GS 111, which is the College Success Skills course at Erie Community College. So every course we offer is equivalent to an ECC course. The advanced studies courses are taught by high school teachers who are adjunct faculty members. So I went through the interview process at ECC, the application process, was hired in their job bank. Amanda Boland's also here from the business department. She's also in the job bank, as well as Sheila Sampson. So all of us business teachers are adjunct professors teaching the courses within the walls of Hamburg. The students get excited about this because they are real ECC students. They can go to ECC, they can get an ID card, they can use the facilities, the gym, the cafeteria, the library, the databases that they offer their students. So they are true Erie Community College students taking the course at Hamburg. A student earning a grade of a C or better may transfer the course. So where it differs from the AP is that there's no end of the course exam that they have to get a 4 or a 5 on. Their grade is their work for the course. So as long as they earn a C or better, the credit will transfer to most, put the word most in there, 2 or 4-year colleges, private or public. I have never, in the history that we've been offering this, and I know the other consortium that I'm a part of had a student be denied the credit. So, but they do have to put that word most in there instead of every college. And then what's nice about the council, for our counselors and for the business teachers, is that everything is handled through ECC. The applying, the registration, the transcript requests, the grades, really everything's handled between the student and Erie Community College. So, just wanted to provide that background for advanced studies for you. In addition to the 2 Finance Academy courses that we offer as advanced studies, we also offer a couple other courses within the business department. But I do also wanted to highlight that personal finance requirement that you're aware of, that's also an advanced studies opportunity. So now every student that takes that course has the opportunity to get it for college credit. At this time, I am turning it over to the chairperson of our advisory board, Mr. Rick Campbell.
Okay, Chris, my name is Rick Campbell. I'm a certified financial planner. I work with tax advisors, and I've been on the board since its inception back in 2008. So, to tell this personally, it's been a great experience for myself, as well as the kids. I've seen it grow. Back in 2008, we had about 20 members, from the community, business professionals, people within the school district, government officials, alumni, and so forth. It's roughly double now, where we have about 40 members right now. This is the first year I'm serving in this capacity as a chairperson, but really at the end of the day, what the goal ultimately was to do was, for having the members, like myself, Tim, and a couple other board members, and an additional board member, kind of give the kids some real world experiences and interaction, and kind of be a conduit between what's going on in the business community within the school district. So I think we've done a good job of doing that. As I said, we basically doubled our membership over the 4 years, and got a lot of the goals out of the way already. So right now, this just kind of, within the packets, it has a full entire listing as far as each individual board member as well as all the companies. This just kind of shows some of them. Obviously people are probably familiar with IRS, M&T Bank, Meridian, Lynn Dixon, HSBC. So we've got a very good representation from different areas within the business community. We feel it's not all in one single sector. It's not all banking or anything like that. So it's a very good representation from a bunch of different segments. As far as the logistics go, basically what we do is we have 3 official meetings every single school year. Typically they're in October, December, and May. We meet in the high school library. Typically the meetings start out with a networking event, okay, where basically the kids who are within the academy, usually it's around 7:15, the kids will come, they kind of introduce themselves, shake some hands, they actually make their own business cards, which I thought was kind of a neat, cool idea. And it's a way for them to kind of, I know I never had any sort of experience like that when I was in high school, and it's not easy, but it kind of gives them that real world experience to be able to maybe overcome some fears. So that's usually how it starts off. At 7:30, we get down to business, kind of provide updates as far as where we've been, where we're going, what we plan on doing within the academy. And then there's a few different subcommittees where typically we'll break out, and that's where a lot of our kind of meat and potatoes gets accomplished. Right now, there's currently 3 board committees. There's our Marketing and Fund Development Committee, which basically what their goal and purpose is number 1, to try to solicit funds for the academy. Secondly, to try to market it, making sure that people within the community are aware of it. So that's kind of their main goal and purpose. Curriculum enrichment is having people such as myself or the advisory board members overall kind of giving some feedback to the teachers as far as real-world practical experiences, making sure that the coursework, is relevant and can be as hands-on as much as possible. A new committee we just formed this year is our governance committee. Carol Johnson is the subcommittee chairperson for that, where what we're trying to do is just, make the board more official, basically. We're establishing bylaws. I'm going to turn over to Tim in a minute. We just recently got approved, in the past few months anyways, a 501c3, which we feel is going to give us a great leg up and be able to allow us to get a lot more donations. Obviously that makes it tax deductible for some of the corporate donations. And last but not least, previous committee had was the Financial Literacy Action Committee. Some of the board members here may remember we did end up getting a personal finance graduation requirement. Again, I can just speak for myself. I know when I was back in high school, we didn't have anything remotely close to this, and being in the industry myself, I can see people coming out of college, let alone high school, really don't have a good understanding just, as far as how basic, simple finances work, credit cards, things like that. So I think it's a great thing for the kids. The earlier we can try to instill this in them, the better. So, having said that, Chrissy's going to talk a little bit more just about, kind of some of the enrichment activities we have done at this point.
Just quickly, you can take a look. Just a couple of them I want to highlight. We have had advisory board members provide tours at their local bank branches in the village, which is great to be able to have the kids sit and meet with a manager and tour what a branch is like, the platform versus the teller, the drive-through. Great experiences. Bob actually organized a tour of the Larkin building where First Niagara is headquartered, and some additional companies he had talked to our Finance Academy students, so that was really a great experience as well. Some of the college partnerships we have, they provide workshops for our students. Our goal is to go to Chicago the student's senior year to visit the Board of Trade in the Federal Reserve Building. Again, as Rick mentioned, our networking experience. And the scholarship donation is just something we want to highlight. As I mentioned, last year we had our first group graduating, and we wanted to provide scholarships to help with the cost of higher education. And without being a 501c3, we were able to, I think, collect almost $3,000 from advisory board and outside community sources to provide scholarships to the graduates last year. So we're excited about expanding that pool of money to provide additional scholarships for our students with the 501c3. Not going to take a lot of time to talk about the pictures, but I think it's always good to put some faces to the program and who we're impacting. So we have a good group of kids there. Okay.
They'd asked me to talk about 501c3, setting up 501c3. I'm a retired CPA from Ernst & Young, 42 years of experience in doing this tax kind of work. And we have a great board, and what we have here is that the normal cost to do all these things is anywhere between $2,500 and $4,000 on a normal job. With all the people from the board who volunteered, our cost was only $950, which we got a grant for to cover because of all the volunteer hours that were involved here. So basically, to quickly go through this, the process, the 501c3 is a section of the Internal Revenue Code, and that allows you to be a charity to get donations that are tax deductible by the contribute. So basically here, what you're going to do is you're going to incorporate the entity under the New York State Not-for-Profit Corporation Law. After you incorporate it, you're going to go and request your 501c3 exempt status from the IRS in a Form 1023. And we had such a great committee, and everybody was so much attention to detail. Normally, it takes the IRS 90 days to turn these things around. We submitted the application. In 56 days, we had our application back saying you're 501c3. Record, I've never seen that quickly turn around. The next thing you're going to do is, after you get your exemption letter, you're going to register with the New York State Attorney General and get various laws there. You're going to file other forms with the New York State Corporation Tax Bureau to say, we're a corporation, but you're not going to see any tax returns from us. Register with the sales tax people to say, we don't have to pay sales tax down the road. And one of the most important things, every year we have annual filing requirements with the IRS and New York State, which again, as long as I'm on the board, I will take care of it. There's an annual requirement every year to file your 990 forms. Probably about a half a year ago, you probably saw articles in the paper about all the organizations didn't file their 990s. They lost their exempt status. We'll make sure we file those each year. That's where I come in for the 501c3 status.
Yes.
Oh, this is just a visual, real quick, of the board organization. This is the organizers for this particular corporation, the board officers, the board of directors, and the committees. Just a visual.
So just in summary, we had a quote up there, if you're working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed, the vision pulls you. That's from, obviously, the late Steve Jobs, great innovator, probably one of the greatest people within our generation. So we just kind of want to summarize what our vision moving forward is. First, we're going to try to, given that 501c3, get some corporate donations in order to give some field experiences to our academy students. I know I went to St. Bonaventure College. We went to the Chicago Board of Trade. It was a great learning experience. If we can get that, at the high school level, I think that would be great. Any help or any cost we can help defray, even better. We're already in the process of developing a scholarship fund. We're able to, kind of utilize some of those funds last year towards some kids. We're going to continue to do that. We're in the process of setting up a Facebook account, so we're utilize social media to allow not only the academy kids, but also the different business professionals to have a network. We're going to try to grow and build additional relationships with the businesses and colleges, just to get even more community involvement. And then basically just bring innovative and unique programs to Hamburg to help enrich the curriculum. This isn't, it's something that's continuously evolving. We're trying to make it better, every single day, every meeting that we have, and any feedback we can get, we'll certainly take. And ensuring that our students, most importantly, when they graduate, they're going to be educated, with the personal finance, giving them a strong foundation, for success, both personally and professionally. So, that's kind of in summary. Here's what it's all about, is make sure that the kids are able to have those good experiences, and we just want to bring everything that we've done to this point, kind of bring it to what we're looking to do, and hopefully get your support when we ever need it down the road. Any questions, comments?
Great. I'd like to just, Amanda, if you could kind of raise your hand and stand there. Amanda Boland is also in the business department. Harold Johnson is on the board as well. Chrissy, I don't know if there's anybody else here from.
Mr. Madden.
All right. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, next I believe we have information on the school improvement goals and data from Boston.
Good evening and welcome to Boston Valley. I'm Paul Keaton, and I'll be presenting with Joe Schimento, our fourth grade teacher. You're probably wondering about the Christmas decorations around the ruin. Roslyn